Okay, so here we go. We got Carson Goins. I think he's competing in the Senior World Championships, but he's a master for the new 2016 season. And on the right, we have Brandon Lee. I think that's a Rayquaza. No, that's a I don't know what this is. I saw Groudon in Skyfield, so I wasn't sure. But I know that Carson Goins is playing the Seismitoad Bats deck. Um, and he's a really respectable player. Last round, he beat Kyle Warden. He was playing Fighting Garb with Groudon. And we'll see what happens. So we get a Winona. So he's Rayquaza Groudon. That's really strange. He grabs a Mega Ray, regular Rayquaza EX, and I would assume a Shaman. Yeah, and a Shaman. Got them full arts. He's not getting that full art Groudon. It's all alone. So he's just gonna play as much items and draw as he can because I would assume he knows he's playing against a Toadbat deck. Carson was he was one of the, I think he watched his game too, so I don't know now. So he attaches a fighting energy to the active. Assume he has a Skyline. He has an Ultra Ball. He's gonna Ultra Ball away the Sky. Probably the Sky Field. I don't know why. I don't think he should do that though. I think the Sky Field would be nice. And he's just gonna do that. So wow, if Carson gets a Quaking Punch off this turn, it's gonna be huge. He won't be. He literally has just Skyla and then trainers and a. I don't think the Skyfield. That's really all he has right now. So he has a Ultra Ball in his hand. So he's just trying to decide what to get with the Ultra Ball. Looks like a pretty bad hand too. It's unfortunate. Ultra Ball. I think that's a Tails. Yeah, that's a Tails. That Poison Marker. Let's see what he gets. I would assume he Ultra Ball the Muscle Band. And what's that other card? And a Laser, probably. He would have to at the point. Yeah, the Muscle Band and the Laser was definitely the correct play. I would assume he's getting a Shaman or a Jirachi if he plays it. Most decks are just opting for Shaman now. And the Clink Clang decks are normally just playing the Jirachi. I think that's like the only deck that really plays it. So he's going to Shaman 4. Let's hope he gets a Toad off this. And a Supporter. Because that'll be really huge for him. So he's Shaman for 4. Yeah. I wouldn't play down that Muscle Band if he's thinking about it, though. I don't know if that was worth it. Unless he plays 4 Muscle Band, then that's fine. So yeah, he gets a Repeat Ball and a Supporter N. So he's good for now. So he just gets that Zubat, and I would assume he's going to N right now. He doesn't really want to play any other cards. He wants to get that Quaking Punch off. Yeah, he had like 3 next to each other. That sucks. So let's see what he does. Is he gonna he might go for the Scoop Up actually, just to use another try to go for the Shaman attempt, so he can draw more cards and get that Toad, because he has DC in hand. He doesn't really want to get rid of that, get a fresh new card. He just needs that. Oh, that's another Tails. That's unfortunate. Will he go for it again? He might, because Rayquaza tends to OHKO a lot of Pokemon, so I feel like Super Scoop Up wouldn't be that bad of a play either. And I assume he plays AZ, so he can use AZ just to pick up the bats instead of the Scoop Ups. So he's going for it again. It's another Tails. 3 Tails in a row for Carson. Nothing's really going his way right now. New sleeves, though. So it looks like if Carson doesn't get the Quaking Punch, then he's in a really bad position, because Brandon can go, like, just go so aggro, play down his Mega Turb, like, just get everything he needs, and be able to put a lot of pressure on Carson. I'm assuming it's just a Mega Rayquaza Groudon deck. I never really seen this type of deck before, but maybe he's found something that no one else has really thought of. So Carson gets an Ultra Ball, Water, Seismitoad, Laser. I didn't see anything else. A Scoop Up. He really needs that Quaking Punch this turn. That would be really huge. And he flips another Tails. Wow. And he doesn't really have... Oh, he's an Ultra Ball. You can get another Shaman down. But I feel like I feel like it's worth discarding that Golbat and the water energy, but he just plays it safe, retreats into the Zubat, and passes. So let's see what he does. Let's hope he takes the 3 damage counters from poison. I think he would realize that soon enough. If he doesn't, then I'll have to go up there and tell him about it. But I feel like it would be no issue. So he has a Karina. He's not really going to get a lot off this. I don't know what he's trying. He's probably definitely going to get a fighting Pokemon. Maybe another Groudon. I don't know what the deck is. This is weird. So he gets a Groudon, and what item would he get? Probably, I don't know what he really needs right now. I don't know the contents of his deck, so I'm not sure what could really benefit him in this situation. So see what he gets. So really, it looks really strange when he was looking through it. So he gets a Robo Sub. So he's probably most likely gonna retreat, but I feel like it wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't really matter. Like I think he needs to go to the attack. I think he's just getting the Robo Sub just to play down a card so he can do more damage. And yeah, he's just gonna attack. And he's at 6. Oh, the dice was there. They're using their own instead of the huge ones we were using earlier. The huge white block dice. So I didn't notice that. So he's definitely gonna evolve in that Golbat, probably to the active. I would assume. Either that or a Groudon. It wouldn't make sense to a Groudon because he can just set up the other Groudon. So definitely, he has a guaranteed Quaking Punch. So now he's just going to do that. And then probably next turn, he's going to play that Ultra Ball for another Shaman. So now he's at 6. Yeah, he's at 120. So right now, if he doesn't bench 2 more, he needs 2 more Pokemon and a Sky Field. He needs a Sky Field and 2 more Pokemon to knock out this Toad. And if he does that, I feel like Brandon's in such a good position that Carson can't really keep up because he has to discard his 3rd laser with that Ultra Ball to get a Shaman, unless he top decks a Shaman or he top decks a another supporter. Then that's really what he has to do at this point. So now he's playing a Karina. He VS Seekered for the Karina. Wait, did he VS Seeker? I don't know what card he used. I'm not sure if that was VS Seeker or not, but definitely looks like an item. So it looks like if this keeps going on, I don't know. I'm not really allowed to go up there and. But if that is I think that is a VS Seeker. Wow. Maybe they'll notice it. Let's hope they notice that. If not, then that's unfortunate. Yeah, he didn't play the Mega Turbo, so it definitely wasn't VS Seeker then. It must have been something other card. Cause I can't really tell. The camera's a little. Yeah, we have to fix that camera angle later. So he just retreats, and he just Quaking Punches that Robo Sub, and he sends up the Ray. I wonder what he's thinking at this point. He's gonna Lysander up a Shaman just to stall, I guess. And he has the DC just to Sky Return. That was a good top deck, but I feel like that didn't really matter. Like I don't know why I don't think the Lysander up with the Shaman was a good play. It looked like he had other cards he could really play. And he flipped another. Oh, he had the heads. Okay. Oh no, he got tails again. That's 5 tails in a row. So he's gonna Sky Return for 30 plus 30 for poison. And that kind of puts Brandon in a rough spot. I feel like he needs to. Well, it depends on what he sends up, because now Brandon can play all his items. He's probably gonna send up the bat so the Tone doesn't get knocked out. Yeah, I feel like that was the correct play. So now he has a few options. He could now use items, so he might be able to Skylift for a switch and Mega Turbo and kill that bat, or he can. Actually, yeah, I think that would be not that bad of a play, but I feel like Groudon here, setting up Groudon would be really good right now. There's nothing that can really go wrong. Going the Rayquaza route is not, it's not bad, but it's not the best play that he can really do at this point. So he's deciding. Is that a Ultra Ball or is that that's a Skyla? So he's gonna Ultra Ball away 2 cards I do not know because the discard is kind of out to the side. I would assume he's probably gonna get a Shaman, but what does he need? Maybe I think he would get a Shaman at this point. So let's see. What did he get? Did he get a... Oh, he got a Jirachi and he got that Colress. So now he's going to Colress for 5. That wasn't... I feel like... I don't know. Colress for 5 is very mediocre. I feel like just Junipering at this point would have been fine. You just Ultra Ball and get a Pokemon. So he's going to Colress for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5. I was right. And I feel like the Juniper would have been better. He just gets rid of those 2 cards that he maybe doesn't need. Maybe saving the Live Cinder for later. That makes sense. But I don't know. I feel like just drawing as many cards as possible right now is what you really need to do against the Toad deck. So you can play all your items that you're not going to be able to use for most of the game. So right now, he's probably going to attach a Fighting to the active so you can retreat and then be able to attack. But powering up the Groudon's actually the better idea. Yeah, he needs to slowly power up a Groudon. He can send up anything, and he'll be okay. Once he gets Gaia Volcano going, I don't see him losing because you can't laser the Groudon at this point. And even if he somehow knocks out that Groudon, he can bring up a Rayquaza, and if he has another Skyfield, and just kill it with Emerald Break. So either way, Carson's in a tough spot. So if he pulls this off, that would be very impressive. As long as Brandon's playing it smart, then he should win the game. But I think he's going to go for that Crobat, do 30 to the... Wait, did he evolve? What did he do? Okay, he did 30 to the Groudon. Okay, never mind. He's setting up the bat damage. That's really good. Setting up the bat damage till he can OHKO with Grenade Hammer, which is really smart. So he's going to Shaman for 6. That's a lot. Let's hope he can get something he needs from here. I feel like he doesn't... He just needs the Quaking Punch, and another Zubat would be nice. So let's see what Carson decides to do. He has an Ultra Ball, so he could get another Zubat. But he might want to keep those cards in his hand, or he might get another Toad. But I feel like that would... this turn wouldn't be the right time to do it. I think getting that Zubat would be much better in this situation. So he has 1 Golbat in the discard. Okay, so he probably has 1 Golbat left. Or he plays a 4-4-3, I'm not sure. But if he does play 4-3-3, he could prize it, and you never know. That would be actually pretty bad for him, because he needs that bad damage on the... Groudon. So he Ultra Balls a VS Seeker and a DCE. I feel like keeping the DCE would have been fine, but if he is, he's just gonna attach the water to the Crobat and Skill Dive, but next turn probably because he already attached, or maybe due time he's gonna attach it somewhere. So he gets a Zubat with that Ultra Ball, which was smart. The laser, I feel like that wasn't really necessary, but he does want to keep it asleep. And he got another Tails. And he does oh, he didn't play Supporter. I forgot about that. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what he Ultra Balled. Forgot he just Shaman for 6 earlier. So now he's probably going to get that Muscle Band. He's going to get a Muscle Band. He can knock out that Rayquaza, and that puts him in the game. But if Brandon's able to respond with 3 more Pokemon in a Skyfield, that seems like a lot, though. He doesn't really... he only calls for 5, so I'm not sure if he can really pull that off. So as long as Brandon's able to slowly power up that Groudon, hit with Rayquaza, if he does knock out the Seismitoad with the Rayquaza, then he's in a really good spot. He draws... Oh, he got the Skyfield. Let's see if he has... Let's see if he has it. So he needs 3 more Pokemon, which I assume he plays a good amount if he's playing Skyfield. So he benches Sigilif. It's probably a wall, I guess. When he Colrus or is that a Karina? I can't. Or is that a fan club? Yeah, he fan clubs. He's able to knock out this Seismitoad with all the energy, all of his energies. It wipes it clean. And Carson discarded a DC earlier. But I think he has a DC in his hand, so he's able to Quaking Punch. But still, that is huge. If he can, he's attached a strong energy to the Groudon. That's 2 more energies just to wipe the board clean. I think he's a Caitlyn? It must be a newer player then, because normally you don't see people play Caitlyn in their decks. So he's definitely able to Emerald Blake for 180. Gets 2 prizes, 3 prizes left. That is huge for Brandon. So what Carson needs to really do, he needs to be able to Quaking Punch, or he needs to be able to knock out the... Yeah, he needs the Quaking Punch. Bat damage on that Groudon. And if he does play Mewtwo, I'm not sure if he plays a Mewtwo. Most Seismitoad bats do play Mewtwo and have enough bat damage to be able to OHKO the Groudon with Mewtwo EX. And that's literally the only chance he has at this game. I can't see the prize count. I assume he has like 4 prizes left. But if he had... Yeah. So after he knocks out this, actually, going after that Shaman would be better if he does not play the Mewtwo. So that's his 3rd DCE right now. So he has 1 DC left and maybe a Mewtwo. So ooh, he doesn't even have a Muscle Band. That must be all his Muscle Bands when he discarded those earlier. That's really bad actually, because the Muscle Band would have been huge just to be able to knock out that Rayquaza and instead set up that Golbat damage on the Groudon. So right now he's in range to get the knockout with Quaking Punch, but all he really has to do is just send up that Sigilif, slowly power up that Groudon, and then he's in a really good spot because he can Guile Volcano everything for a game. Like that Groudon is definitely surviving at least 2 turns. Even like with all that damage, if he just, I don't think I saw a Mewtwo in his deck. He does not play Mewtwo, so I feel like if Bren's able to power up that Groudon in the next couple turns and able to use Gaia Volcano, then I think the game's over. There's no way Carson will be able to handle a Groudon without a Mewtwo EX in his deck. If he discarded too many water energies. He has 2 in discard. And normally they play 4 and then 3. So I think I'm not sure if I saw only 1 water. He might play 4 water energies, but I think I only saw 1 in his deck. So he cannot even Grenade Hammer instead of damaged like that too. Yeah, he only has 1 water energy left in deck. There's no way he's able to do this, to be honest. Didn't he already attach the DC? Yeah, he did. Okay. So Carson gets a water with that computer search. Mistakenly, oh, he has an energy in his hand, so he's definitely be able to set up that Groudon on 2 turns. He's gonna put that energy in his hand. He already attached the DCE this turn, so I would be confused if he accidentally double attaches. So now you're shuffling up, definitely going for that Quaking Punch. There's no reason not to. And now he's going for the Quake. Didn't he attach a water that turn? Maybe he didn't. I don't think he did then. So he's going for that Skill Dive. Probably going to aim for that Groudon. Honestly. That's definitely the best play. Because he's already able... He's 1 Golbat away from knocking out the Rayquaza. Mega Rayquaza? So he's going to... I feel like that wasn't the correct play. He needed to set up damage on that Groudon. Because anytime he can just Golbat or he can just Lysander and Quaking Punch that Rayquaza. So right now, if he attaches, he just needs to attach another energy. I think he has 2 prizes left. So if he does, then this is really huge for Brandon because he's just able to stall with Sigilif for a turn. He's gonna get knocked out with Skill Dive, of course. But then next turn, he can Gaia Volcano, and if he has a Lysander, he's able to Lysander up the Toad and then Gaia Volcano, and then he's able to Oko anything that comes into the active spot. And he has a miss. Oh, he couldn't Skill Dive the Groudon. He has Mr. Mime. Excuse me. I completely forgot about that. Then I would Quaking Punch at that point, to be honest. The Rayquaza. But let's see what Brandon does. If he taps that energy, if he applies a Mega Turbo, if he VS Seeker Karinas for Mega Turbo. Actually, no, he won't be able to attack this turn. So he's just going to leave it active. Just wait another turn. That Mime is really hurting him because he's not able to set up damage on that Groudon. So if he's able to attack with Groudon, I feel like it's over. There's no way he can win this game. So let's see what he does. Actually, there's a really good thing that he can do. He can Lysander up the baby Groudon EX, the non-primal, Quaking Punch that, and slowly rack up damage. And I feel like he would win the game that way because Brandon will have to wait 4 turns to attack with it. So he just Golbats the Shaman. Wait, did he just Skill Dive? I don't know what Carson's doing. I feel like if that... Did he just Skill... Someone's watching it. So we got... Did he just scoot? No, he just messed up. Alright. So he's able to... He kills that... Oh, he switches. Draws in Gaia Volcanoes. The Seismitoad. Wow. That is huge. Tell him to remove 30 damage. Tell Noah to tell him he couldn't do that, okay? Oh, he just scoops. It doesn't matter. And Alyssa. And that doesn't really matter that he skill dives because he just Gaia Volcanoes for a game. So the game goes to Brandon with that clutch Groudon in his Mega Rayquaza deck, which was really cool. So we'll see you for that was round 3. Yeah, that was round 3. So we'll see you round 4. And we're probably going to get a fun game going on so you guys can still hang around. Maybe World Sex or standard format. So stay tuned for the whole tournament. We got another tournament after this. There's 6 rounds in this league challenge, so there's 3 left. And I hope you enjoyed this match, because I did. It was pretty awesome. And I'll see you guys soon. I told you not to have any. Hello, everybody. There's a whooper. We got a 60-card mirror match between two good friends. Forrest on the left and Zach on the right. They're playing Manetric Articuno. It's not really the most standard Manetric list, but Zach Elliott, he got top 64 with this deck at Nationals this year. So it is really, really good. I played this at a local one time, and it runs really well. And it puts on so much pressure being able to take those prizes really quickly with Articuno. Um, so that's basic. That's basically it about these players. They're both solid players. Forrest has been playing for a few years now. He doesn't really play as much as competitively as Zach does. Now, the mirror match is very interesting. So if Zach does not pick up his shamans after he uses them, and if Forrest has an Articuno being charged up on the field, Forrest can get ahead on the prize trade and Lysander that shaman, and he only needs to flip like a heads or two to kill that shaman with Tri-Edge. And Tri-Edge does 20 plus 30 for each heads you flip. So yeah, he has to flip 2 heads to do 110. And it's really huge because especially when you're turbo bolting against the mirror match, you only need to flip. It's 110. Yeah, he only has to flip 2. Assuming they don't have the rough seas in place, since they're both probably going to have the rough seas. Articuno only seems like a relevant attacker. Oh god. Against like the low HP EXs on both of their field, they're gonna have to use the shaman to set up. So let's see who takes advantage of that first, or let's see just anything. This is gonna be a weird matchup, to be honest. 60-card mirror matchups are always really fun to watch. So let's see how it goes. I didn't catch who went first, so let's see. So he starts at Articuno. Forrest does, and I don't see a basic from Zach. Did he mulligan? I think that's a Manetric. So let's see who. Yep, it was a Manetric, and that's first Articuno, and shake hands, and yeah, Forrest goes first. So he has good option though. I would play the Trainer's Mail. I would want him to get an Ultra Ball so he can get a Manetric and attach that Spirit Link that's in his hand. Be able to get that energy down. Basically, going first and getting up that first Turbo Bolt is huge. That would really put one of the players in favor of this game. So he gets 4, gets that Ultra Ball, or he get a Battle Compressor, thin out his deck, discard those energies. But getting the Ultra Ball would be better. So he's able to Ultra Ball, probably getting Manetric, to be honest. Going with the Shaman route wouldn't be as safe. So let's see what he does. So I don't know why he's shuffling. He can just go back in. So he goes for that Ultra Ball. He's definitely going to get the Manetric. He needs to get that power up as soon as possible. Um, Also, if you're interested in where the store is located, we are located in Duluth, Georgia. The address is 3700 Satellite Boulevard. Also, we have a Facebook page, and if you if you look up Wasteland Gaming, you'll find that, and you'll be able to find all the events at this store. This store is starting to stream all kind of card games, and also be sure to follow if you're enjoying this stream. Follow at the Wasteland Gaming. It should, if you're on mobile, the follow button should be in the bottom left corner. If you're on the iPhone, I'm not sure about the Android. It would be on there. It's a heart. And if you're on the computer, please just right below the broadcast, press that follow button. And really help us out a lot, and it would grow the community as a whole and this store too. So he Ultra Balls for that Shaman, discards the Catcher and Sycamore. I would assume he has a VS Seeker or another supporter, because Catcher's really useless right now. Going for that Shaman, that's really risky, to be honest. I feel like the Manectric would have been the better play. So he doesn't have to waste the Spirit Link there. If he gets a Manectric, he's definitely going to regret that. Because he gets the Mega, he got 2 Trainer's Mail, so he's able to dig out what he really needs in this situation. And he really needs that Manectric energy. I feel like that was a big mistake, not grabbing the Manectric with the Ultra Ball and just go for that safe Sycamore. Because see, he could attach that Silver Bangle and just not waste the Spirit Link on a useless Articuno. But he is able to Super Scoop up that Articuno later to get it out of the active spot. So maybe that's what he's really going for and relying on that. So now he's able to end because he doesn't really want to discard what's in his hand. I feel like it wouldn't be beneficial to him. So I think he's probably going to go for that safe end. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him use the other Trainer's Mail and go for Ultra Ball to get that Manectric down before he ends. Let's hope he gets that. So he got... Does he have another Trainer's Mail? Or is that... Oh, that was another Silver Bangle or something. I thought I saw another Trainer's Mail. So let's see what he does. A Bangle on that... See, that's why not getting that Manectric was a huge mistake. So he's gonna Super Scoop up. I feel like you just hold the Super Scoop up and go for the N. You don't really need to play anything else. So he does the correct play, goes for the N. Let's hope he doesn't really make weird plays throughout the game, because that wouldn't really be good for him. This definitely probably set him back, not being able to Ultra Ball for that, not going for the Manectric and going for a Shaman for 3 when he really didn't need anything besides the Manectric. So let's see what he goes for. He's definitely looking for that energy. Does he have an Ultra Ball or a Manectric? That would be really huge. He adds a Manectric energy. Okay. So that was definitely a risky play. He goes for the Trainer Mail. He needs a supporter. Yeah, he used 3 Trainer Mail. That's his 4th. That's his last Trainer Mail for the game. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's probably, yeah, get the Battle Compressor. Thin out his deck. I'm not sure if he has another supporter or a VS Seeker, so I feel like the Battle Compressor wasn't really the smart play. Let's see what he tries to do. I would get rid of a couple waters and maybe Lightning Energy just to, so he can Turbo Ult to another Manectric. 2 Lightning Energy. Well, yeah, the Lightning Energies would be better. He already has that one established on the Manectric, so I feel like it wouldn't be really needed for him. So he's only going to get rid of 2 energies, actually, which is actually good, too. So let's see. What else is in his hand? That's basically what he just needs to go off of. If he does, why didn't he Trainer's Mail for the supporter? I feel like that would have been the best play, unless he has a. Wow, he was banking on. He's banking on this Super Scoop up. Did he get a heads? No, that leaves him with the dead hand. So that was another huge misplay by Forrest. If he doesn't top deck a supporter here, then he's a turn behind, and Zach will be able to Turbo Bolt this turn. So he's Trainer's Mail. He's probably trying to get some way to get a Spirit Link or something. Just something to get going. So he can't get another Trainer's Mail because it says it on the card. Let's see what he does at this point. So did he grab anything? I don't think he did. He's probably going to attach that water to the Manectric, which feel like that would be the right. Yeah, he attaches the water. That's the best play, and he's able to. Oh, he ends, and he has nothing for that. Made Forrest just so happy right now. He had nothing in his hand. Now Forrest is definitely back into the game as long as he's able to Turbo Bolt next turn. So now, I would assume Zach's looking for a Spirit Link. Maybe thin out his deck, get some energies into discard this turn or next turn. It doesn't really affect him either way. He just needs to thin out his deck, and he cuts one card. So let's see what he gets off this end of 6. Is that Spirit Link energy? Does he have it next? Does he have it next turn? Forest. I only saw Lysander a bunch of energy in a Manectric line, so I'm not sure. So he just does 80, 20, then he's gonna rough seize it off. Doesn't really matter, but it stays on Shaman. Obviously not a lightning or a water type. So it's gonna be Manectric. Probably attach that Spirit Link. That's a reflip. That's a reflip. And they're asking the judge to see if it's a reflip. It's definitely a reflip if it's on its side. So Rodell comes in with the judging skills. I would assume definitely a reflip. There's no reason it shouldn't be a reflip. And he does reflip, and he got a tails. And he keeps flipping tails. So now he can't get out of the active spot, which is actually bad. But he's able to Spirit Link Mega. Attach the energy, Spirit Link and Mega. And then play that Shaman down. And then evolve the active for some reason. That's an Articuno Forest. Jesus. He just thought it was a Manectric, I guess. Now we need to Shaman for 5. He just needs a scoop up or a switch card. I'm not sure if he plays a switch card. Oh, or an AZ could work. So he's able to AZ out of the active spot and able to Turbo Bolt to the other Manectric. And streaming Manectrics is pretty good in this matchup. As long as you're able to keep the damage on the board and then stream the Articunos the late game. So he's AZ's out of the Articuno, discards that Spirit Link. Keeps the Articuno's hand, turbo, and then sends up the Manectric. He needs to send up that turbo. He needs a Turbo Bolt this turn. Okay, good. Well, it's good that he made the right play. And I don't think he has any waters in the discard. So I think he's going to Turbo Bolt to that Manectric, set up that other one. So just keep streaming it. Well, let's see what he does. Does the 110. That is huge because he's able to, but he's able to rough seize. He won't knock him out. He won't two-shot him, but he's definitely in the edge of the energy acceleration. Oh, it looks like a really mediocre hand from Zach. He has 4 energies, 3 lightnings, and a water, a Shaman. I don't know what the other 2 cards are, but he doesn't look really happy right now. So let's see what he can pull off to get off this immense pressure. This is really bad for Zach. Especially because he Turbo Bolted his attacker. The Whooper. Whooper slowly coming in, helping out Forrest. Forrest is definitely in the good spot right now. This is what about, like, the 60-card mirror matches are really weird because you know what's in your opponent's deck, but they can play completely different than you do, and that can throw you off guard. So he's thinking about Lysandering, attaching energy, maybe knock out that Shaman if he can get the Spirit Link, and then Turbo Bolt to that Articuno. That might be his best play right now if he doesn't have another supporter. Because having all that energies in his hand is awful. So he needs to touch that energy. And Forrest showed that he had a Lysander in hand. So he's able to at least get some damage off. He's definitely taking a prize this next turn, no matter what. So this is a huge, huge... I don't even have words for it. It's just bad. It's bad, man. Oh, he has an N. Okay. Okay, that's good. So at least he had a supporter to be able to mess with him a little bit. It's only ending to 6, giving each other 6. Doesn't really do anything. Just shuffle draw. Zach's trying to get out of his crappy hand he had. So let's see what he tries to do. He definitely needs a Turbo Bolt to a Manectric actually this turn. He cannot do it to the Articuno right now. He has to do that for later of the game. Let's see. Some random. He's shuffling. You don't trust him. They're enemies right now. So let's see. He gets 6. And I don't know what he's doing. He cut his own deck. He don't trust him. He draws the 6. Why is he drawing 1? Okay. That made no sense. So, oh, he has a scoop up Cyclone. Right now, that's not really the optimal thing he wants to do. Did he whiff? Wow, this is a really bad situation. While Forest has a pretty good hand, to be honest. It's very doable, and his position is just so amazing right now. So let's see what he does. You got a full art. I'll give you a Manectric. No, that's not how it works, Forrest. No. Let's see. He's going to shuffle into his deck, go for that ultimate roast. But he's going to Mega and pass, so he does not get knocked out. That was the best play he can really do. So he's going to super scoop up his other things. This is not Shift Tree. It's not how it works. We're not there yet. I don't want to be there. Glad I'm not playing. And until it gets banned. But on the other hand, Forest, he can attach it. Does he have a Battle Compressor or an Ultra Ball Prof letter? No, but he could attach an energy to the Articuno and set up the Articuno. And then he can Tri-Edge next turn, go for 3 prizes on that Manectric, as long as Zach does not scoop it up or heal it with if he plays Max Potion. I'm not sure if he plays one. This is a huge advantage for Forrest. I don't see Zach coming back unless he ends him into nothing, and it's really hard to do that against Manectric because it's kind of like Eels, where you're, like, if you're able to like keep your Eels on the field, you're basically don't really have to draw any cards. It's like Manectric. As long as you have energies on your Manectric and you're able to Turbo Bolt, you're able to stream energies, and it doesn't really matter if you end them to 1, if they have a dead hand or not. If you're in a bad position against Manectric no matter what, then it's just kind of over at that point. They have too many energies and they have so much pressure against you that it just really does not favor Zach right now. Double Rough Seas, that would be fun. You gotta discard that eventually, Forrest. So let's see what he does. He definitely needs the Bangle on there. Yeah, discard that Rough Seas. So now he could Turbo Bolt to the Articuno, and the next turn he's able to guarantee the Tri-Edge for knockout, doing 50. Yeah, because he'll be at 170 after the Rough Seas. So he scoop up Cyclones. I would assume the Shaman. He doesn't really need to do that right now, but I feel like later in the game he's gonna have to get rid of one of the Shamans so Zach not able to take cheap prizes off of them. So let's see what he can really do. He's going to Turbo Bolt definitely to Articuno, but Zach has so much trouble. I feel like it's game over at this point. There's no way Zach can really come back from this. He has too much on the field. That's how, like, mirror matches. It's basically whoever goes first is probably going to win this game, as long as they're not making huge misplays. But actually, yeah, he'll be at 210 exactly. So right now, Zach really has to step it up. I don't even know what he can really do at this point. So Zach's thinking. He doesn't really know what to do. It's a really tough spot. So he's definitely trying to catch her, and that's another reflip. This is it's complicated. So what can he really do? He reflips. Does he get a heads? Reflips again because I messed up. You got a head, finally. Okay, cool. He's going to catch her. Oh, he's happy. He got off his chair. Now they're flipping for fun. Okay. So he's going to catch up a Shaman. He's probably going to... He needs a Turbo Bolt to another Manectric. Taking cheap prizes off the Shaman is the only way he can win this game. Because he's in a tough spot. The only way Zach can really win is definitely picking off those Shamans. It's just the only win condition he has. That's the word. So what is he gonna do? Is he super scoop up the Manectric? I feel like heads again. He's trying to burn cards for Shaman. I would assume he's at 160 right now. Scoop up Cyclone. Okay. So what? Oh, he's resetting that. He's still in a bad spot though. That's the issue right now. Even with all that, he's still in a really rough spot. The Forest has so much energies that I feel like doing that might have been a weird play. I don't know if that was the right play, to be honest. So let's see. He's probably just going to leave that Articuno in the active. I think he has 120 HP, so it won't be able to Turbo Bolt it for the knockout. So he attaches the Spirit Link. So that's all he really needs to do. Now we scoop up Cycle and Shaman, gets out of active. So if he is able to... I don't know if the Articuno is the right play. I think the Turbo Bolt right now is the best play you can really do at this point. He needs the Turbo Bolt, at least be able to Lysander up or Catcher up that Manectric to be able to put on some pressure. Yeah, definitely send up that. His free retreat. He has a Lysander, though. He can Lysander up that Manectric and put Zach in the same position he was in before. And I don't think he'll be able to get out of it like last time. He had a he used 2 scoop ups already. He had a scoop up Cyclone. So he only has 2 outs. Maybe an AZ. But that would just... Yeah, he definitely wants the Lysander up that minute. He just slaps it down. He's like, oh, I feel so bad. He's definitely Turbo Bolting. He's probably going to Turbo Bolt to that Manectric. Even if they both have 6 prizes, Zach is in such a good lead that it's just brutal. I mean, Forrest is in the lead, sorry. So let's see what he does. So he goes for that Turbo Bolt. Rough seas. Now he needs to Turbo Bolt to another Manectric. That is his game plan right now. That's the most important thing. So let's see what he really can do. So he goes for the Shaman. The first Shaman of the game. For 2. Solid. Did he get a Mega? If he didn't, that is huge trouble. He needs the Mega and the Manectric. And the Wooper. The Wooper's the most important card on the field right now. It's giving everybody dad powers, and they're basically... I don't know, just doing damage. That's why Force is winning, man. You don't even know. Organize those dice because he wants to, because he knows he's going to win. He just wants to have fun. He's not having fun with this game. He's making a seat for Wooper. He's so nice. Wooper is the bomb. So let's see what Zach does. He's thinking really hard. I would be too. There's really no way he can. He just doesn't even think he can win. He has like 2 cards left in his hand. Nothing really to work with. Does he want? He wants to know if he wants the Assault Laser, but if he does, he gets knocked out. So he's hoping that he can't get out of this. So he's probably gonna go for the overrun. So what does Zach do? There's really nothing. So, oh, he does have a hand. It's just that one, those 2 cards he's debating on using. He really needs to make a move, though. Retreats into Articuno. Okay. If he didn't hit that, then definitely that was the right play. So now, if he has another Lysander energy, then that is done. Like, that's game over. He has no energies on the field. That's what Forrest needs to go for. He needs the VS Seeker energy. So he needs to Ultra Ball away the end in the Ultra Ball. And, oh, he's running low on cards, actually. Maybe Zach's game plan is to deck him out. At least it's 10 cards, 10, 12 cards in his deck. Yeah, Forrest has been burning through his deck. So he's trying to figure out. He has one. Is that only one VS Seeker in the deck? So he has Ultra Ball with the N in the Ultra Ball. Get really anything. He doesn't need to get anything, but it would maybe just to thin out the deck a little bit, and then Shaman. So yeah, he definitely needs a Shaman this turn, but Enning wouldn't be that bad either. He's definitely like, he could be patient, but going for the Lysander or catcher play on that Manectric might be his best bet, and then that guarantees the win. There's no way he would lose. But maybe there's a lot of stuff prized that I don't know about, and that's why he's opting to do the end. Or he just doesn't see the win condition. No, he needs to Ultra Ball away the Sycamore in the Ultra Ball, because he does have low amount of cards. And Sycamoring at this point would be helpful to him, especially after Shamaning. Using setup, actually. So let's see what Forrest decides to do. Does he pass? Is that all he does? Wow. That is actually bad for Forrest. He should have went for it. If he didn't even have it. Wow. Now Zach is up on the prize trade if he's able to get this knockout. So he just Sycamores all those useless cards away. He doesn't really need them. He needs to hit a lot this turn. That's drawing that many cards was the correct play. So what does he decide to do? Battle Compressor. Let's see what he thins out. He just getting rid of cards he doesn't really need in this state of the game. He's in such a bad spot. This is terrible for him. See what he really does. He just... I feel like a lot of cards are really important. Does he not have another Manectric? Can he not Turbo Ball to a Manectric? That is huge. If he can't. Wow. I think that seals up the game. This is huge. This is such a bad spot. Where's his Mega Manectric? Does he even have a Mega Manectric left at this point? If he doesn't, then it's definitely game over. I don't know what that is. So Zach is definitely thinking about what he really needs to do. And Forrest just sitting here. He's just waiting. He's just going to AZ. He's just going to get that up. And does he have a catcher? Does he have a catcher? I don't think he has a catcher in hand. He's definitely going to send up one of the Manectrics. No reason not to. Does he have a catcher? No, he does not. But he could have... If he Shaman last turn, that would have been a huge story. That would have been a different game. Been able to get that out of the active. Lysander up the Manectric from last turn. And then Turbo Ball, knock out the Manectric with all the energies. That's his only hope. That's Zach's only hope of winning. He's going for the Articuno plays. That's going to be... Oh. Is he going one at a time? Tails. Yeah, he's going to flip all tails. Watch. Okay, I was lying. 2 heads. So that's 20 plus 30. That's 100 damage, actually. Really? Wow. My math sucks. So he goes for that. Let's see what he really needs to do. He's going to rough seas. So now but still has flip one heads to get the knockout. And the tri-edge actually isn't a bad play. He really doesn't need a turbo bolt at this point. There's no reason to. Tri-edging the Articuno is actually good. Just basically counting as an EX. And that's all he really wants. And then next, I'm not sure if Articuno... I think Articuno has 120 HP, so it'll be alright. But if he's able to... Force can turbo bolt next turn. Set up damage for tri-edge. I think he'll have 110, he'll have 80. He'll have to do 130. Actually, that'll be a lot of heads he has to flip. I think he has to turbo bolt twice and then try to tri-edge. And that would be the only thing he can do. So now he's going to go for that catcher. So what is he going to try to catch her up? Probably that Manectric. He's trying to stall out because Force did use a lot of resources. He meant to use catcher. And he cut his deck. So he's Trainer Mail again. Professor's Lair. That's what he wanted. I don't think there's a way he can win this game. It's just so bad for him. So he's Professor Letter. Thin out his deck, probably. That would be the good thing. He doesn't need Professor's Letter. I don't even know what that card is. I don't know what that does. What card game is that? I don't even know. They're confusing me. I want to see that young catcher be used. That would be amazing. Oh my god. Wombo. No, you gotta use the... Oh, he's gonna tails now. See, he didn't use the Professor. He got roasted. So now that catcher's useless because he didn't use the Professor coin, and it's all his fault. Now he lost. Zach's not winning this game. But you guys already knew that. Look at the field. It's crazy. He's about to Sycamore. Oh my god, deck yourself out. That'll be hilarious. But he's not because he has like 5-6 cards left in his deck. 10 cards probably, actually. Gets that water energy. It has 2 retreat costs, I think, though. It's kind of a fat bird, so. Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. Maybe he does have 1 retreat. Maybe it's a skinny boy. Let's watch. Let's look at these. All right, so nope, he's gonna put him to sleep. It has 2 retreat. It's fat. He's gonna flip heads because he's good at this game. See, watch. That's skill, guys. As long as you can flip heads in Pokemon, then you can win the game. It's easy. He's gonna. No, that's not a good idea. Go for those 2 prizes. Tri-edge. Tri-edge boys. He only needs to flip 1 heads. Okay. Dead. Dead. Okay, it's overkill. He's done for. He got the first 2 prizes in like 15 minutes. Rough Seas is very... It's just so good. So now he has a catcher. He can catcher up the Shaman and then Turbo Bolt it. And that is time? They're going to tie? It's been that long. The only way he can win is to retreat, Turbo Bolt that Shaman, and then catch or Turbo Bolt the not Turbo Bolt. What's that called? Tri-edge the Manectric. And he has to flip all 3 heads. He has to flip 4 heads in a row. I can't believe it's been going on for 30 minutes. Forrest has been playing it too safe, and that definitely costed him. This wouldn't even be a game right now. He has 4 prizes. So now he needs to catch up that Shaman. He has a chance to win, though. He needs a catcher or Lysander up a Shaman. Kill that with Turbo. Turbo Bolt back to the Articuno. And then catcher or Lysander again. Flip 3 heads on Tri-edge. They'll do 140. And then plus 30 with Bengal will do 172 Manectric. Knock that out and take the last prize of the game. If this was a longer game, Forrest would definitely have won. There's no way. So, yeah, I think he's turn 1 of time. No, he's turn 0, I think. So Forrest definitely has 2 turns left. Good thing he took those prizes that turn. It would have been over already. So he gets an AZ. He's probably going to AZ up that Shaman. So, so they're trying to figure out. Okay, yeah, then Rough Seas. Rough Seas the imaginary damage. Give it 30 more HP. Why not? But he definitely has it. Oh, he doesn't know. He AZ'd the Shaman. Yeah, it's game. It's game. That is a tie, unfortunately. This is definitely a tie. He AZ'd that Shaman. That was his only hope. And for some reason, he does not. Yep. And then let's see if he gets the Triad and see if it matters. Actually, no. He just needed the Lysander twice. If he didn't get rid of that Shaman, he could just Turbo Bolt it twice and... oh, no. He still needed to kill the thing. Never mind. So, 1... Oh, yeah, he wouldn't have won the game then. It didn't matter. So it did 90, 110, 140. So he was 30 off. That's unfortunate. And that's a tie. It was a good match. Forrest played a little bit too safe. He should have went aggro. Zach wasn't really doing much. He just tried to retreat and heal. That's basically what he wanted to do. He was going for the tie. That's really what he needed to do. And Forrest made some questionable plays that probably did cost him the game. That was unfortunate. But it was still a good game. Still ended up in the tie, sadly. Even if it's best of 130, I feel like it shouldn't be a tie. But Forrest, unfortunately, making a minor misplays, some major, definitely hurt him. And now he threw all the coins in Whooper. And yeah, that's basically the match, guys. We'll come to round 5 in a few minutes because the time was just called. So stay tuned. And also, if you enjoyed the stream so far, please follow the Wasteland Gaming. The follow button is below the broadcast. And also, if you want to visit Wasteland Gaming and you're from the area and you didn't know this was happening, there's a league challenge right after this this tournament. There's 2 more rounds, so you probably have a good hour or 2 to get here and register. And if you want to play, then it's more players, more competition. You might get some prizes. We have a lot of door prizes here too. And and if you want to know, forgot to plug in the address, 3700 Satellite Boulevard. And the store is called The Wasteland Gaming. And yeah, so also follow their Facebook page. Give them a like at Wasteland Gaming. And also, if you want to know any other Georgia events that have been happening recently, please go join the Georgia Pokemon events group. And that's basically it. That's all you really need to know if you want to attend some Pokemon events at these amazing tournaments. So I'll see you guys later. I'll be here shortly. Please stay tuned, and bye. Hello, everybody. I'm back, and here we are with Tyler K. I think he's playing Toad Garbodor, and Andrew K is playing. I think it's Rayquaza Metal. I'll change the decks right now so you guys don't get confused. These are seniors, so if these are really good seniors from our area. Uh, I think Tyler just started playing, and he's been winning. I think he won every single tournament and in Georgia. And there's like the senior league challenges are really big. They're at least like 4 rounds, or like 5 or 6 rounds actually. I don't think I've ever seen one that's been 4. They're huge. The league challenges here are insane. So right now, he goes for the Battle Compressors away the Metal Energies. Right now, he needs to get that Floatstone on that Keldeo. So if he traps that active, he's going to be set back so hard. And he needs to be able to get that early Aegislash or get that Rayquaza attacking fast. So, hold on. I'm changing the names, and now I'll be able to see the screen. Okay, there we go. So he gets a Floatstone, he Ultra Balls away a Colress and a VS Seeker. He doesn't really need any of those now. The Toad Garbodor doesn't really bench that many Pokemon anyway. They normally have like 3 probably. Just a couple Toads, a Garbodor, maybe a Shaman, or something like that. So he's probably going to go in. He's going to play all of his cards, pull all of his items before Tyler can get that Quaking Punch online. Let's see what else he has. He's definitely gonna he needs a VS Seeker for something. Did he Battle Compress away a supporter? 1, 2, 3, 4. Shaman, he gets the bronze on Rayquaza. Attaches probably, oh, that's a regular Rayquaza, bad. Aegislash, okay, that's even better. Get a Metal Energy on that Aegislash. That would be huge. If he's able to Metal Links before Tyler can get that Garbodor down, that would be really good. So the only thing, he didn't Battle Compressor away supporter. Slight misplay, but can't really expect too much. They're still learning the game. Tyler, on the other hand, is probably the best senior in our area. He's just such a solid player. He normally plays these kind of lock decks like Toad, and I've seen him play Executor one time. So let's see what he does. He has 6. Yeah, Shaman for 6. He's going to computer search for that DCE, so he's guaranteed got that Quaking Punch. Good thing that Andrew got the got the Floatstone on that Keldeo, or he'd be trapped active with nothing. He wouldn't really be able to do anything. So let's see. He's definitely gonna get that Quaking Punch. Does he have a supporter? He has a Colress. He can Colress for 5, which is not. It's okay. Actually, no. He can bench that Toad Colress for 6. That's solid. That's solid. Did he not bench that Toad? Wow. That's weird. That is weird. He probably just realized that. He's like, oh, I should have benched that Toad. But benching that Toad would not hurt him at all. It's just he just does not have to use an Ultra Ball to search for or anything. I feel like that was a slight misplay, but Tyler probably realized it as a player he is. He's probably just nervous being on stream. This is the first time these seniors actually have been on stream, so if you see anything that's a little like, you know, they're not making the best plays, they normally don't do that, but being on stream can definitely make you really nervous. And Crushing Hammer gets that heads. That is actually pretty big. Get rid of the energy. I know he can Metal Links, but still, I don't think he'll be able to attack next turn unless he DCE Bronzong. He's only doing 62. So definitely, yeah, if he gets a DC down, I feel like a VC Sky Return. That's interesting. But that's actually not that bad of a play, because if he's get a Garbodor, he'll be able to Quaking Punch and put it to sleep. He goes that Sky Return probably into the Keldeo. And let's see what Andrew does. I'm not sure what he played. Oh, it's Tyler's turn now. He's playing the N. Let's see what he does. He's definitely no reason not to. Got that Quaking Punch. Quaking Punch definitely does set Andrew back, because a lot of these Metal Ray decks play so many item cards that it's crazy. So this definitely does set back Andrew. The Seismitoad setbacks most deck, and he got that Garbodor. Ooh. I don't know if Andrew, like, unless Andrew's able to manually power up a Rayquaza without Tyler abling to Crushing Hammer or Enhanced Hammer or anything, then this game's definitely over. He needs to get this turn. He needs to get this Rayquaza down. And the Mega, too. He needs to attach that DCE. He has to. If that's his only energy... Oh, he has a Metal Energy. Attach that Metal Energy. It would make it harder to get rid of the energy. And then you're able to at least attack. But the DCE, maybe he doesn't think he plays Enhanced Hammer, so it doesn't really matter. You never know. So he attaches the DCE. I think he just needs to lay low. Does he have any supporters? I only see a Lysander. Oh, he's a Rosix. Yeah, getting rid of that special energy definitely costed him. And he Quaking Punches again. Slowly getting rid of that Keldeo, that really helps. Having that Float Stone. So it's at 130. Yeah, it's at 130. So let's see. Gets the Bronzong. Can't Metal Lynx, though. Unless he has a Zerosic in hand, he's able to Metal... I would Metal Lynx to the Aegislash, slowly powering up the Aegislash. But right now, the Aegislash is not really that helpful. I'll go for the Rayquaza, and he's Intensifying Burn for 60. That's a really good attack against Toad. I feel like Rayquaza was just meant to beat, like, just have a good time against Toad, but only compared with the Metal decks. Being able to stream Rayquazas definitely helps, but when Garbodor is in the format, that just shuts down Metal Rayquaza so hard. He gets that Bronzong. So let's see what he does at this point. There's really nothing he can do, to be honest. I don't see any win condition for Andrew unless somehow Tyler misplays really hard. Some situation. Can't really misplay with Toad, though. It's not really hard to play. So let's see what he is going to do. Maybe a laser would be nice. Keeping it asleep. Can't retreat. And then he's guaranteed the knockout next turn. So he ends. He draws 6. Attach the Muscle Band to that Seismitoad. Getting another one powered up. I don't know. This is really rough for Andrew. I think Tyler has a good chance to win this game. And the only way he can win is just killing that Garbodor or Zerosic, the Float Stone. Even if he plays Zerosic, I'm not even sure. So let's see. He touches up. Did he knock out? I thought it only did 60. Maybe Toad had more damage. Got the N. Okay. Set him down to low cards. Tyler is still in a great position. Even if he knocked out that Toad, he can just Quaking Punch Laser, and he can die coming into his turn, or he can just touch Muscle Man and go all out. Sorry. So, let's see what he gets. Does he hit the laser? Okay, he hits the laser. And that's a knockout. Okay, he does have a Muscle Band. I didn't see that Muscle Band. So there we go. Gets the prize knockout, leaving Andrew with nothing. And there's a Keldeo with 130. He can Lysander, or if he leaves it at... Oh, he can't play Computer Search, though. I'll be right back. There we go. I fixed it this time. So now, basically, it's probably going to call a judge. So let's see what he does. I think Tool Drop is 5-0. And that's Xander Bennett. The worst player in Pokemon, obviously. He's 5-0 with Tool Drop. Thought he was joking. Does he retreat into it? Yeah, he just wants to stall. He needs to power up something else that can take 4 prizes for him. So let's see what he can do. Just needs to fly center up. Yeah, get that Keldeo. Get rid of it. Get that prize exchange going on. I just feel like Tyler's going to win this game. There's no way. Tyler's showing how much of a solid player he is. He knows what he's just such a solid player. He has a really good insight on the situations, and he's really smart. He's making these really nice plays that have been giving him an edge in this game. The only minor thing that he really did, that was wrong, but it didn't really hurt him in the end, was not benching that Seismitoad early game and coursing for 6 instead of 5. That was the only thing. But right now, Tyler's playing perfectly like a Toad deck does. I think this is actually Jason Klaczynski's 60-card list, so just showing how solid of a player both of them are. So let's see. So did he Ultra Ball, or I didn't catch what he did, but he gets a DC Toad. Just Quake. Oh, he just Quake and Punch Listener. Now it's his turn again. Okay. So he's gonna Zerosic. Oh, okay. It's game over. There's no way he's knocking out a Pokemon. Yeah, this is game over. I feel like Andrew, he doesn't have to scoop, but scooping would definitely save some time. He doesn't really need to play out this game anymore. There's no way he can win this game. Right now, that Zerosic sealed it up. It just shows how solid of a deck list this is, and how solid this player is, and the head ringer that just seals up the deal. He just Zerosics again. Wow, that is game. There is no way he can win. Actually, he could have just attached EZ and Grenade Hammered for game, honestly, instead of attaching it to that Toad. He gets a fan club. Yeah, it's over. Actually, no, we didn't have the Verbing. That's why. Okay. So the Quake Punch was the right play. Does he have an energy in hand? Yeah, he has an energy. He can Grenade Hammer next turn and win. As if he can't get... There's no way he can get him out of the active spot. This is game over. Tyler has won the tournament. And congratulations to him. Showing his dominance. It's just crazy. Oh, if Andrew was able to Quake and Punch early game, he might have had a chance. So let's see what he does. Yeah, and it's over. Grenade Hammer. And Tyler, he is your Duluth LC champion. There's another one after this. Let's see if he wins the other one. Maybe playing the same deck. Congratulations to Tyler, and let's hope he has a good run in the next league challenge. And Andrew, with a solid finish, 3-2 is not bad. This is a really bad matchup for him, and he did pretty well against this deck, even though it was really bad. Oh, and he Cobalion too. He just could not hit those cards. Actually, I feel like Andrew would have favored in this matchup if he was able to get those out. So Tyler Kwan took the match. And it just shows how much of a how good of a player he is. Going 5-0. This is his less than like a couple months playing the game. He's very smart. Okay, so next round we'll have the Masters again. We'll have probably if there is 2 5-0s, we'll have the 2 5-0s playing, or the 2 top players. There's definitely one, and I think there's one. It's the Tool Drop. Don't get me. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll get that. Also, before I go for a little bit, please follow this Twitch channel. This would help us a lot. It would help the store. It would help me. Also, please go on the Facebook page, Wasteland Gaming. Like their page, you'll find out what events are happening for all kinds of card games. Also, go on follow Georgia Pokemon events. It's a Facebook group. It's really helpful if you want to know what events are in your area or in Georgia in general. It'll tell you like anything about Pokemon. You can go on there, figure everything out. And also, if you are enjoying this stream, I know I said it once before, but please follow. This would help us so much, and it would just help the community grow as a whole. And in Georgia. So I'll see you guys later. Please stay tuned. We'll probably have the next game in like 10, 15 minutes, maybe even less. Uh, I'm Austin, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Bye. All right.
I think it's already on.
Oh, and it's frozen. 1 sec.
Hello? Testing? Oh, you say something on that one.
Hello.
Yeah, yours is. This one's not on.
It's not on. Okay.
No,
Hold on, I have to stop streaming real quick because it's froze. So we can set it up real.
No.
Hold on.
Main level direct. I don't know.
Wait. LR. What are these? What are those? These. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Want me to get them real quick?
No, just put that one in the middle.
All right. So it's Manetric versus Tool Drop?
Yeah.
Hold that real quick. Let me back up the computer. Alright. Right here. It's good. I don't know what that's for, but it's cool.
It's to stop extra sounds. It's to not make it pop. But now they just
So like background noise doesn't?
Yeah.
Alright.
Now they're hearing us talk about that. But that's cool. Why is it frozen?
It's not streaming.